Mairitch, Oyster Harbour by Leanne McLaughlin, read by Fornasier. When the workday is done, a lot of people like to head outdoors for a walk. I'm one of them. I call my afternoon walk my Auntie Jessie walk, after my Auntie Jessie, who in later years lived at the over 55s village around the corner. She used to walk all the way along the esplanade every morning to buy the newspaper at the Lower King Servo. We live just near the Lower King Jetty. In fact, we're so close we call it Rob's Jetty, after my husband. It's funny how important naming is to create a sense of belonging and connection. Since settlement in 1826, we've lost a lot of the Menang language. Many original names were replaced, and Mairitch, which refers to the meeting place of the Warrakulyup, king, and Kalganup, Kalgan rivers, and also meeting place of Menang people, became plain old Oyster Harbour. In recent times, however, the Restoring Menang Noongar Place Names project has begun to turn the tide as the old names return. Anyway, as I walked this afternoon, it was like, how's the serenity? So calm and peaceful. No wind. This time of year, Jilba, September, there is no wind. If I look out of my window in the morning and see the water is flat, I pull my canoe out of the shed and I'm down to the water's edge and onto the harbour in no time. The pelicans watch me paddle out, and little fishes like to randomly leap out of the water to delight me. It's absolutely divine. Camberang, October-November, warm weather starts to return. A commonplace sight at this time of year is the skink. They seem to appear in droves, seeking out all of the best spots to soak their shiny black skin in the warm sunshine. Their black, beady eyes stare up at me, and even though I know they're harmless, they scare the living daylights out of me every time I hear their familiar rustle from the grass on the side of the road. Come Birak, December, January, there is sun and there is wind. You've just got to try to make the wind your friend. Locals pull up in droves at Rob's Jetty. It's a great place to put the boat in and head up the river to go fishing. There's families dressed alike in flannelette shirts and rolled up shorts with esky and fishing rods in hand. They're all smiles for the simple pleasures life offers and the memories being created here. There's always been fishing at this place. The fish traps, thousands of years old, remind us of the ingenuity of the Menang peoples. They also remind us how sacred and special this place is. When we were kids, Bunuru, February-March, was a good time to go out crabbing. There used to be lots of crabs. Not so many now, though. Last year, an international mob, the Nature Conservancy, came here to help regenerate the harbour by bringing in truckloads of limestone rocks. Day after day, load after load, the trucks just kept coming. They loaded them onto a barge and took them out into the harbour to spawn oysters to filter and clean the harbour. We've started to learn from the old ways, to show respect to the harbour and take better care of her. Hopefully, the new habitat will make the crabs and other species happy too. Gerran, April-May, is the best time of the year. The Leanne current coming around means the water is still warm enough for swimming, and the wind takes a rest. Nature, the original lighting designer, paints the harbour with her different hues each season, each day, each moment. There's times when the combination of sun and sky and clouds is just right, and the colours turn Oyster Harbour into heaven on earth. Like those mornings when the mist takes its time rolling out and the jetty stands charcoal black against the silver of the sea and sky. Resident pelicans create a focal point, gliding silently just above the unbroken surface. At night, the moon and the stars like to make magic of their own on those waters, mirroring themselves so it's impossible to know where the sky ends and the water begins. Makaroo, June, July, it rains. But each time it rains, there are rainbows. Sometimes there are double rainbows, and they reflect on the water over Oyster Harbour. Beyond special then. And the tides, well, they never cease to amaze me. On rare occasions, the tide is so high the water crosses the road. Other times the water is so far out, it's as if someone has pulled out the plug. It's mostly quite shallow. There's a man who brings his dogs down here in the afternoons, and they run far out into the shallow waters of the harbour. The first time I saw them, they were so far out I thought they must be ducks. Then the man tooted his car horn and the dogs started running back in towards the car. One dog is bigger than the other. Every so often he must stop and wait for his little mate to catch up. Gotta say, Oyster Harbour is a very rich place. Something new to see and revel at each day. People love it here. It's a happy place, a special meeting place, a place of plenty. Always was, always will be.